Hey beauties, what's going on? Shoplife week 6. Thanks for tuning back in. If it's your first time here, we're going to be going through what's happening in the shop. If you're returning, thanks for watching. Thanks for continuing on this journey with me. This week in the shop was kind of pretty standard, not anything high, anything low, but just kind of a good overall week. We got some of these guys done. These are some big XXL chopping boards made from the scraps that my buddy has been milling up. I just kind of glued them all together, made some chopping boards. We'll be putting some cool designs into them, some different outlines and stuff to make them a little bit unique, but that will be coming up next week because they're just finishing drying and glued up. What happened this week? We had my realtor, that board that I made for my realtor, he texted me, and I guess the shippers, I hate them so much, so much. They damaged the board, but luckily where it was going back in Calgary, I do have a local buddy that I think will be able to fix it. It just looked like they must have dropped it, even though the thing was foam lined or foam wrapped and put in a nice cardboard box. Somehow they still managed to mess that up. This week we actually created, or by we I mean I created a game table pricing spreadsheet for my game tables just to make it more standardized, being able to give out quicker quotes when people are checking in. And to give them that ballpark figure right away so they know if it's for them or if it's not for them, and I'm not wasting either of our times. So that was kind of a good chunk of the first part of the week. I think the first 3 days I was in the office, really just updating the Etsy like I did last week, working on the website, adding photos, getting the website updated, and that spreadsheet took a couple hours. So my buddy also came out to the shop. Hey Brendan, thank you very much. And we're actually working on a cool little project for him for his house. Just a big dog bowl station. They got a new dog, and so they want 3 dog bowls and the water dish and stuff. So we started milling up stuff for that from all the scraps that he was milling up last week. So we got to put those to good use, which was wonderful. Get them out of the shop. I sold a bunch of my scraps because I'm realizing that for the amount of time it actually is to kind of put in and build a cutting board, I could just sell them in a big scrap bin to someone else who is just a hobbyist and wants that kind of wood, gets it out of my shop. I get a little bit of income, so I'm not throwing it away, and it's kind of a win-win. So I'm really starting to do wide stuff that's scrap wood I'm keeping because I can use that to make panels and stuff, but anything kind of the smaller stuff, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, good for cutting boards. It's just kind of a waste for me to try and keep them on the shelves, so getting rid of it. We had a lumber delivery. Igor, you're my guy. SF Lumber, if you're in the Ottawa area, wicked pricing. He came in, actually, it's wonderful. He delivers it, which is great. And that was lumber for the SNES table, the light table, and then I got a bunch of other stuff for the Etsy, including hat racks, Lazy Susans, and my couch tables. So I've been putting that away. Probably there's some over there sitting around on the shelves and stuff. Most of it's in the back. I did more market research for my 3D printer that I'm looking at getting, and it looks like it's going to be the Bamboo A1. It seems to be just like pull it out of the box. It does the calibration, put the filament in, and press go pretty much. So looking at getting that in the next couple weeks. So that will be at the house or the shop. I think probably at the house, just because that's where my main computer station is. Transitioning kind of into the business side of it, a little peek behind the blinds, you could say. This week we got, so for some money that was coming in, we got the light table deposit, which was wonderful because we got the lumber delivery, so that paid for all the lumber, so everything on top of that is just gravy. We got our Etsy weekly deposit in, so it wasn't a lot because we didn't sell a lot last week, but this week coming up we have a few more in the queue, so we're gonna be getting a little bit of bigger paycheck next week. I calculated how much it costs to heat the shop every day, so it's about $25 a day or about $175 a week, so another $175 out the window. Truck and gas and stuff, and my insurance came out, so that was another expense coming out. So we're kind of floating here, and I put a few feelers out to some people, and I have some quotes for some tables and some game tables out, so hopefully those will be coming in. Lots of feelers out there, so potentially a good amount of work coming in, which will be really good for the business, good for me, good for the wallet. Most of the week, like I said, has been spent. It was spent in the office, so the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 hours a day, was just sitting at the computer, and I was just working on the back end stuff, so nothing was getting done in the shop, which nothing getting done in the shop, no money's being made, but we're kind of hoping that this putting this investment in the front end will give me a higher ROI on the back end. So being able to put my products on my website, being able to update the website, or my Etsy, sorry, with the proper pricing and stuff will be really good. Making sure that I'm actually making the correct amount of money, because with the spreadsheet, with my game table spreadsheet, I just kind of a Etsy pricing sheet for all my products that I have on there currently, and just went and reworked the numbers, added in like the shop rate and my new shop rate, heating costs, tool maintenance, everything like that. It spit me out a new number, and that's the new number. That's what is going to be allowed me to be a profitable company. So if that's too high for some people, it's too high, but that's the number I need to sell it at in order for it to work for me. If it doesn't end up selling or anything like that, I'm just gonna take them off because it's not worth it if I can't get that price. Upcoming this week is my buddy Brandon's coming back out. So he usually comes out on Wednesdays, so midweek. It's something nice to look forward to. I'll be actually putting him on the hat rack duty for milling. I broke down some of it the same days the lumber came in, just to get them to rough width, and he can start milling that. And then when he's gone, I can put them through the CNC to get everything cut out. And then the next week, he should be able to come in and do the sanding and the routing and stuff. So we'll hopefully be getting those back on the website probably end of February. So kind of going into springtime will be really nice, because I've been having some more messages come in about when they'll be available. The light table that we've been talking and the SNES table that we've been talking about for the past couple weeks, finally good to go this week. Lumber's all here, plans are ready to go. We'll be breaking down all that material and getting the light table done first, because that's the first deadline that's coming up in March. The only thing I'm missing for that is the acrylic. I'm just in talks with my supplier about the right thickness and the right color. They have a couple different types of white for their acrylic, so I'm just looking for the best one to let diffuse light through, but be bright enough that they can do their inspection for what it's going to be, its intended use. SNES table, whew, it's a mouthful. We'll probably be getting towards the end of the week, maybe on the weekend, getting that going. And then I'll probably also be doing a video on that one, so it'll probably take me a little bit longer to get done. But I kind of want to have a video on that one specifically, because it's the first time building SNES style, and I think the desk looks pretty cool. So I think it'll be a nice addition to the portfolio on YouTube. Along with that, I've been working on my long form YouTube videos. So I have a couple build projects that have just kind of been sitting in my editing folder. I'm getting those worked on, just getting them the way I like them, ready for YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Give a little subscribe, all that jazz. If you find me mildly amusing or anything like that, love to have you a part of the channel and part of this journey. Moving forward and stuff, I'm going to be playing with this kind of format for my weekly vlogs. I'm only on I think my 4th or 5th one. So the kind of format's going to change a little bit throughout this, but if you have stuff that you want to see, or you want me to talk about specifically about the business or the stuff that I build, please leave a comment. I will be reading all of them as much as I can. But yeah, other than that, take care, subscribe, go build something. Bye.